welcome to this week's episode of the Ramblin' Reynolds podcast, hosted by Jesse Reynolds. Once again, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Jillian Winters.
Hello.
I know it's been 2 weeks since I've done one. I'm not entirely sure what happened between then and now. I apologize for the delay. I know 1 week I shared an episode that was from a year ago, so I mean I think I'm doing pretty good for somebody who works full time and putting out regular podcasts for his audience for free. So I'm proud of that, at least, even though there are 2 to month delays sometimes, I think, between all
Yeah,
that.
this sounds like a lot of excuses.
Okay, well, hey, that's 84 in, I don't know, 2 years now, so.
It is a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so.
It's not so much that I think we don't have time to do the podcast, it's that...
We don't make time.
Well, no, sometimes, at least these past 2 weeks, I literally forgot.
Yeah.
I just forgot we had to do it. And then it was like, oh, it's Friday, 10 a.m. We haven't done a podcast.
I'll be honest that I'll remember. I don't want to forget, but I'm just like, screw it.
Well, you are in school, too.
Yeah, so.
I don't remember because I'm busy doing puzzles and listening to audiobooks and
Sure.
petting cats.
So that's our excuse, audience. I hope that, you don't run and turn tail, but we'll see. That's one of the most southern things I said on this podcast.
Turn tail? That's not southern.
Alright, well then what is it then?
Normal.
Normal?
English.
Okay.
Turn tail?
Turn tail! How
okay,
about
well,
that?
when you say it like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the worst southern accent I just did. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, because it's not natural.
Yeah.
You didn't hear it for 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Correct.
Well, anyways, so last week, I experienced my first snow days as a professional, full-time employee, professional.
Okay.
In being able. Oh wait, it happened before.
Yeah, Baton Rouge over Mardi Gras on my birthday when we were iced in.
That's right.
It was the worst.
I don't know if I can.
Such a sad birthday.
Oh yeah.
Such a sad Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, we went to CC's or something. Was that it?
CC? What's CC?
Community coffee.
I don't even know if we could. Maybe.
I remember you were working there one time because the internet was out. I remember you had to go there for some reason.
I'm thinking of... I think my birthday was a Tuesday, and it was over the weekend that the ice storm was really bad.
Oh.
And yeah, our internet went out several times. I'd have to leave to go work. But remember we were our house was really cold except for the guest room that had the computer and the TV. So we just all lived in that one room for 4 days straight. Just us and 4 cats. Maybe 5 cats at that point. I can't remember.
Yeah, it did get awfully drafty in the downstairs.
Yeah, so we'd all just be upstairs.
Yeah.
It smelled very bad.
Probably. Anyways, yeah, so, yeah, I remember that, but...
So this was your first real,
I count this.
Snowstorm.
Yeah.
That was an ice storm. This was a snowstorm.
Okay, well, anyways, I count this more because there's the tools here to try to, they can plow the roads, they can salt the roads, and still yet they, school shut down and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, it snowed for 2 days straight, basically?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I love it. I love snow.
Yeah.
I want more snow. If it's going to be cold, I would at least would like for there to be snow.
Yeah, that's the thing about this winter. It's been cold minus the snow more often than not.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways. But now, they call this pothole weather because of the precipitation. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Never heard that before, honestly.
I heard it on the news.
Oh gosh,
Maybe it's a nerd meteorologist thing.
It probably is, and it's probably also someone who's never driven in Louisiana. Why is there so many potholes?
Yeah.
There's no snow.
Because, the lawmakers are stuffing their pockets rather than fixing the roads.
Probably.
That's it.
And us state workers.
Oh, and the state workers, too.
Are not doing much.
And they pay...
I work very hard.
Yeah, and I had one of the low end of the totem pole jobs in the state, and I was still $5,000-$6,000 higher than the median wage of Louisiana, which is the average. Same word for average. The median wage in Louisiana is $25,000.
What?
Wait, what? You didn't know that?
That's so low.
That's what it's...
What?
I looked that up. That's what it's...
That's like the average income?
Yeah.
What?
For a single person. And then a family, it was like $40,000 or something. So, yeah, 44, 41.
Oh my gosh, how does
It's... Well, I mean...
What?
You have to also consider that there's not a lot of opportunity in smaller towns.
Yeah, so people are probably...
They're not getting paid very well in those towns.
Yeah. And Louisiana still has super low minimum wage. It's still, I think, the federal, which is the lowest you can...
Right, so the minimum wage is $7.75 regardless.
Pathetic.
And I'm sure a lot of places are trying to get... I'm sure a lot of places probably start at 8, 9, 10, but still,
yeah,
that's
not a lot, especially when rent is $1,000 for a room with 5 roommates.
Yeah,
it's not that bad, but it's...
I mean, that kind of stuff is what probably wanted me to leave more than anything, is just the low pay regardless of... And then, I mean, I probably could have eventually found a decent IT job there, but I just got tired of waiting.
That makes more sense then, because I was always wondering why you were you seem so underpaid.
Yeah.
And now it makes sense. Just everyone in Louisiana is underpaid.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad, I was really happy, even though I hated working overnight at the state. I appreciated the benefits and the income, at least, for the period of years before that where I was terribly abused. Or not terribly, but, just I should have got...
toxic work environment.
I should have been paid more based on just what I knew and what I provided for the company. So...
One thing that blows my mind, and listeners, I'm very curious if anyone has this experience or if it blows their mind as well, is people yelling in the workplace.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even begin to imagine someone yelling at any of my jobs.
Right.
Not in a fun... berating someone.
Right.
Just how is that even possible that happens?
Yeah, so I don't, yeah, that's why I don't really miss the Navy or any of that stuff, because it's just a lot of that kind of stuff, and just people trying to flex their power and their power trips and getting drunk off that, and never enjoyed it, and I knew exactly what it was. So, and then,
How did we get to there from snow? Let's go back to snow.
Well, anyway, okay.
Enough about your old job.
Hey, that's why it's Ramblin' Runnels. Anyways, yeah, so that was pretty cool. It's too bad we didn't have a sled. It's too bad, but
we tried. We tried.
We tried to get a sled.
We finally got some snow tubes, but then I looked online, and first off, the reviews were horrible. Except the good reviews were labeled as incentivized reviews, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All the other reviews were bad. And I didn't check the weight limit before we purchased them.
Right.
We probably would have been okay, but it was one of those where it was like, for the price for the price we paid and the bad reviews, and it was like, let's just return them and just like, we just won't sled. We'll just buy something that will be amazing and be ready to go next time.
Sure.
So if anyone has any good sled recommendations for large adults, weight-wise, width-wise, height-wise, we got all bases covered in this family.
Yeah.
You're tall.
I'm
wider.
tall. Yeah, probably.
We're both not light.
Usually hover around 200 pounds. So, pushing a little bit more than that now. Just a little.
But you're on your new workout routine.
Yeah, I started working. Well, so since I walk at work because I'm forced to at times, I walk 45 minutes a day, and now I'm going to start wearing a weighted vest. While I do that, a weighted vest.
I've been going for 20-minute walks just to like get outside and get some air and some sunlight. Mm-hmm. And I really miss like Zumba, but I also don't know if I want to commit to like driving all the way to the closest Zumba class. I don't know. I got really spoiled having the YMCA like literally 2 minutes away from our house before COVID. But I've been doing fitness. I've been telling myself I have to do at least one Fitness Marshall song on YouTube every day just to get my dance in. Okay. And it's been really fun.
Yeah. Good for you, baby.
I asked Jesse to act more like Fitness Marshall, but he won't.
No. It's a lot of work, it seems. I'm not that kind of... I can't match that energy.
Yeah. His energy level is like 3 Jessies.
Yeah.
But it would be fun.
So for like spurts of 30 seconds, like how long
and then Jesse just
here?
Gets tired out from all the yelling.
Yeah.
We would, if you did have that level energy match with my energy, we would literally be all our neighbors would move. No one would be able to deal with us. It'd be too loud all the time. The cats would be stressed.
Probably combust.
Yeah, it probably, the house would just catch on fire.
Yeah. I want to acknowledge that it is, in fact, Black History Month. This podcast, or this episode, isn't one to cover Black history, but I think the next couple may, and we're talking about doing some research for that. So tune in, listeners, for that. I am a open, or let's say culturally sound individual.
What is that?
Or I'm not racist. I'm just
okay.
Well, I mean, I'll say it. I'm a reformed racist, and
oh Lord.
But I'm not. I mean, all right. Well, anyways, I admit that, and I apologize to any friends who did not know that about me, but I was a product of my environment, and I was led astray by my environment growing up. So
yeah, well, I didn't know I was a feminist till I was like 20. Like in my environment, it was like feminism, and feminist was like a bad word.
Oh.
And now it's like, wait, That's what, and yet, like I was, so I get it.
Yeah.
Especially like before, growing up when we did before, like the internet and stuff, you just couldn't access as much information. You only saw certain TV shows. Like it was a lot easier to live sheltered if you weren't exposed or if you didn't actively seek things out. And then, where you grew up, it was rough.
Yeah, but like the early days of the internet wasn't great. It was just people talking nonsense on whatever website they could put their stuff on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like now there's like, there wasn't like I don't know, all these like streaming services where you could be like, I want to learn more about the Latina experience or whatever, and like watch documentaries and access different, cultural TV.
Yeah.
Just like be exposed more.
It's like the library's at your fingertips.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, technically the actual library was at our fingertips back then, but in the age of dial-up internet. You know what a library is, right?
Yeah.
Why do you look so confused? Did you not have a library?
Yeah, the library. I'm just saying that it's just like, I don't know if what you were trying to say was, like you were saying the book is at your fingertips. I thought that's what you're going for there. Because it is at you're touching the book.
No, that's not what you said the library's at your fingertips.
Well, it is. But yeah, it was
you were referring to the digital library.
Right, yeah.
I was saying we had a physical library, not at our fingertips, but within easy access, which is what that phrase means. We did have unfettered access to a physical library compared to the pain and hassle of dial-up internet to access a digital library of resources.
Yeah, that was...
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm not always not the sharpest tack. Anyways, let's move on. What do you got to process now?
No, I was just going to say, like, I always hesitate when people say they aren't racist, and I'm curious to hear other people's thoughts about it and just learn, because, like, everyone has some kind of unconscious bias or stigma. Mm-hmm. Like, you can say you're not consciously racist.
So I talked my way out of that, or?
No, I'm just saying I just always, like, there's tons of people who are like, I'm not racist, and it's like, well, yeah, everyone is about something on some level, even if it's unconscious. Sure. So I don't know, I'm just curious to hear people's thoughts. If I'm the only one who, when people say I'm not racist, I kind of like, my hair raises, like, but everyone kind of is at some point a little bit. About something.
I was probably more than I should have been. And it was awful. And I have haunting memories that I regret deeply.
Yeah, we all do, I
yeah.
think. Especially when we're young, we all repeat things.
Right.
And it's really disgusting. And that's why I think language is so powerful, to watch what you say, especially around young people. Yeah,
words do hurt. That saying's ridiculous. Sticks and stones, whatever. Not gonna finish it, but words do hurt.
Yeah, words are super powerful.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, I guess we'll move on to current events. Or do you have anything else you want to talk about, like we did during the week, or?
It's my birthday month.
Oh yeah, Jill's birthday is next week, but it's the whole month.
Well, hey, I have not made you do that much. Okay.
I wonder how black people feel.
Oh, because I'm taking Black History Month as my birthday month.
Well, it took you a while.
Well, I didn't know. Okay. I have not made you do that much for my birthday. We haven't really done anything special yet. Okay,
No.
so you can't be given all that sass. It's the whole month. Then why am I still cooking all these meals? Cleaning this house.
Yes.
Running my errands.
I appreciate all your work you do as a home wife, homemaker.
Home wife.
As a table wife.
I gotta get back in an office. I gotta get out of here.
I
gotta go.
Is that better? Table wife? No? Is that worse?
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Just stop.
Domestic partner?
Oh, Lord, no.
Is that even worse?
Yeah, well, that, makes it sound like we're a gay couple from the 90s before they could get married. Which is not an accurate representation.
Okay,
therefore not appropriate.
Cohabitator?
Oh my gosh, okay, we're done. Anyways, it's my birthday month.
Well, thanks, dearest wife, for all you do.
You're welcome. And I'm excited to celebrate. Jesse took the day off work, so we're going to have the full day to celebrate, and then right after my birthday, I drive down to be in Artemis. So I'm just really excited about Mardi Gras, about my birthday. That's kind of been where all my thoughts have been this past week, in addition to trying to find a sled, which failed.
Yeah, well, I think we waited too late. We should have gotten them that Tuesday or something.
We probably should have ordered it in November and just been ready.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, I'm just ignorant.
I don't, yeah. Based on what people are saying, it sounds like it doesn't even snow here that much anymore, so stores might not have that many sleds.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe that's it.
It could be. But yeah, excuse me. Continue on. Let's move on to current events.
Okay. So right now, it's winter, and it's it's kind of strange how we're having the Winter Olympics now, since we had the Summer Games just this past summer.
Was it?
Yeah, because they pushed it back because of COVID. They were going to have it in 2020, but then they pushed it because of COVID.
Why don't I remember that?
Because you don't like the Summer Games, particularly? You're not a fan of the Summer Games.
Yeah, I don't watch them like I do the winter.
Sure.
But I just don't even remember that. Usually I at least turn them on.
Well, anyways, now I'm telling you that's what happened. Okay. So since that, I think it's Eileen Chu. Is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eileen Chu is an 18-year-old. She is an American. Her mom is from China, so she's representing China in the games. She took gold in the Big Air, wasn't it? The Big Air? Yeah, the Big Air. The women's Big Air competition. And because of that, winning the gold, the China's leading social media platform crashed. So many Chinese fans rushed on the website, crashed their server. It's pretty intense to max out. I mean, to me as a nerd in IT, thinking of what a server's hardware resources would be, that's a lot of processes. All right. The fans are bored.
One thing about that, though, that's interesting that you bring that up. I was watching, one of the first nights I watched, it was the team ice skating things. I don't know. I wasn't quite fully following what was happening. But one of the girls representing China, she's a young little teenager thing doing ice skating. They're normally 8 years old when they're at the Olympics, whatever. That was not a thing about Chinese people, let me clarify. That was a thing about how young all of the athletes seem to be at the Olympics. she, I guess, like messed up one of her, like her short routine, and she was like, this was during her long routine, and they were talking about how she's like got super bullied on that, basically the Chinese Facebook, whatever it is, the main social media platform.
Who did?
One of their figure skaters.
For failing?
Yeah. Like, she got,
Jeez.
this like little 15-year-old got like ripped to shreds on social media. So bad that even like the English language commentators were like, yeah, let's just remember that she's trying her best. Like, it was, I think she fell during her long performance too. So it was like, oh my gosh, that poor little thing.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, imagine like if she lives in a city and then like people are just ripping her shreds as she's going around.
Yeah.
I mean,
I actually think she lives in America.
Oh, good deal. All right.
But still, like a teenager getting ripped to shreds by a whole nation is...
It's shitty.
Like when she's managed to qualify for the Olympics, like clearly she's doing something right.
Right. Yeah. Not everyone gets invited to the Olympics. Winter or summer. You have to be good and / pass drug tests.
Oh, yeah.
Like that one lady,
So weird.
that sprinter got kicked out because of weed or whatever.
Yeah, that blows my mind.
She went to LSU.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That blows my mind that you can be disqualified for smoking weed.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know what they think. I guess it's not really a performance enhancer.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, I guess they can say, like, oh, inflammation or what, but who knows?
I mean you can drink. Like,
yeah, you
know,
can
like,
drink. Yeah, so it's just like...
You could take a prescription.
Right. Yeah, it's just stigma at this point. Really. But, I mean, maybe they thought, like, because she's a citizen of a certain state where it's not, I don't know, but it's not legal federal, so that's probably what it is.
Yeah, it's still just
yeah.
like...
There's a lot of ambiguity in this country, because
yeah.
certain states it's legal and certain states
I get
it's
if,
not.
like, she tested for it and they decided to prosecute or whatever, which I don't even think you can. I thought it was based on possession. Which drug testing for it doesn't mean you're in possession or you can't prove it, whatever.
Sure.
But yeah, to be disqualified from the Olympics, I
Right.
do remember that. I didn't realize that was just this past year.
Yeah, I think so. I want to say, yeah, that was, well, that might not actually had happened in 2020, but it carried on into 2021.
Yeah, I remember this story.
But, what about, do you have any current events?
No, I don't think so.
So, let's move it along to,
I'm not done talking about the Olympics.
Okay.
What's your favorite event? Of the winter, not the summer.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just like, probably maybe the half pipe. If I was to, or I like curling. That's fun. Curling? Yeah, and it's not about how they score or what. It's just how visceral some of the participants are. Yeah, they get really into it. Oh, maybe the luges and the bobsleds. I forgot about those. I might have to find those on YouTube and rewatch them. Yeah, I really like luge and bobsled and skeleton. Wherever legal places to watch it. Yeah, I don't know. I like all the winter sports, so it's hard for me to choose. I used to be figure skating, loved it so much, could not get enough. But now I'm kind of over it. Really? I kind of you don't like the spins and the whatever they call it? I like it. I think I'm just burnt out because I've watched it so much. Now I think I enjoy I really like watching skiing. I like the sound the skis make. I like the what is it, alpine skiing where they the gates and stuff? Yes. Yeah, because that kind of, I mean, it's weird, but it reminds me of like Formula One or racing because you have to
do all those
hit corners and stuff. Yeah,
it's not just like a circle.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a few years, so I can't remember if I would like it as much as I remember. But I think I really like the moguls.
What's that? Moguls?
Am I saying it right? The mogul skiing.
I don't know.
It's like where they go over bumpies.
You talking about the biathlon?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Well, anyways.
They go over bumpies on the hill. I'll show you a YouTube video.
Okay, well, no one knows what Jill's talking about.
Everyone that knows mogul skiing, okay? It's kind of boring, but I also just really like ski jumping because it blows my mind that anyone would do that. Like, who just jumps off a ramp on skis?
Oh, yeah. I like the big jump. Yeah, where there's no tricks. They just go.
They just jump.
And it goes so far. Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's pretty
terrifying. Who does that? Who does that?
Insane people.
Yes.
People who don't value their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to talk about the Winter Games or?
No, I think I just like them because I like snow.
Right. It's different and
there's a lot of summer sports I like at the Olympics. Like I like watching the diving.
I think they finally put skateboarding in there.
I think they did. 2018, I think they did.
It's pretty cool.
Or 2000, whatever it was.
Well, yeah. But 2020 would have been the first game.
Yeah. I like the track and field stuff. Like, there's a lot of individual sports at the Summer Olympics I like. I just don't like it over much as all. It just looks too... Well, it doesn't feel as fun without the snow.
Right. Well, I like track because I used to run track. So, so I kind of like to see the times and stuff. But
it's fun to just watch people go that fast.
Right.
Like, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
I think I also like one thing that I appreciate about the Winter Olympics is there's a lot of sports, and maybe there is for summer too, but there's a lot of sports where people can be older. Mm-hmm. You know, like there's like a dad and daughter doing curling together. You know, he looks like he's like 70. Like there's a lot more like 30-year-old type athletes.
Sure.
You know, as opposed to Summer Olympics, you're just so used to the gymnastics where they're like literally like 13.
Sure.
You know. Anyways. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so there hasn't been a joke in the week for a while. Oh my gosh. But anyways, wow. That's a real
I'm ready.
That's a real build up
ready.
For the audience.
I'm ready.
Who is Jill? So some folks claim they never could have walked on water, but in essence they have if they have ever experienced the winter sensation known as snow, because they've walked on snow, and that's just slightly frozen water. I guess they didn't pay attention in chemistry.
So you said that one before, and it was chuckle-worthy then. I like what you did with it. That's good.
Yeah. I guess all the exercise has cleared my mind.
Yeah. I like that didn't pay attention in chemistry.
Well, I just kind of added that.
Yeah,
just thought about
good.
that just now. Anyways.
That was good, babe.
Anyways, do we have a Jill's Kitty Corner? Ooh, well, it's a deep pause there.
Did I talk about bathing Ryford?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Might have.
No Jill's. It's like, I don't know if Jill's Kitty Corner is going to be every week now because our cats just literally lay in the sun.
Oh, so it's not a lot of interesting things.
Well, you told me to stop giving long-winded health updates.
I'm sorry. If you want to do that, you can do that.
Oh, no, because it's too sad. Because when I talk about Luther being sick, it makes me sad.
Yeah.
And although Luther's birthday is approaching, March 1st, everyone, he's a Mardi Gras baby this year.
Yep. So
we'll
maybe
have a birthday party for him.
Maybe the carnival season, is why he's got so much energy.
Yeah, well, he's oscillating between a lot of energy and then no appetite and having an upset tummy. I just worry about him 24/7. I just wake up just worried.
Yeah.
I go to bed worried, just constantly worried.
Sure.
But yeah, without being involved in animal rescue, we don't have any fosters or anything. Just not as many kitty corners.
Sure.
So.
Fair enough.
Yep. All right, I'm ready. I'm done.
Okay, so I hope you all enjoy this week's episode. You can once again find it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, most platforms. Folks, reach out to me on if there's a platform you would like to get it on. I'll try to get it there. And I hope you all enjoy this week's episode. If you like the podcast, you can support it by leaving a review wherever you listen to the podcast. And yes, anyone who approaches me and says they enjoy listening to the podcast, that means a lot. And I don't know why you would like my voice, because I hate mine. But thanks for listening nonetheless. And have a good week. Goodbye.